Well, my friends, the new tone has finally come home to roost. And for those of you perplexed by my meaning, I will explain this, along with lots of other things, as we engage in 3 hours of broadcast excellence from the Limbaugh Institute for Advanced Conservative Studies, rebuilding the conservative movement. Take that back. The conservative movement does not need to be rebuilt. We had some people abandon the conservative movement, and we need to make sure they stay abandoned. Greetings and welcome. Telephone number 800-282-2882, and the email address is lrushbo@eibnet.com. Conservatism did not lose last night. Conservatism was not on the ballot. The Republican Party has not sought to be conservative since the new tone was initiated by the Bush administration in 2001. But I would like to congratulate President-elect Barack Obama, ladies and gentlemen. Without Senator Obama, we would still be dealing with the specter of Hillary Clinton lurking around the Democrat Party seeking the White House. So I want to congratulate and thank Senator Obama for dispatching the Clintons, at least until he screws up enough to give them an opening to get back in. I am the doctor of democracy, as you know, and today my waiting room is filled. I can well imagine. Lots to do on the program today, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, in America today, the sun seems to be shining a little brighter. The birds are chirping happier melodies out there. I heard it driving in. The smell of spring has displaced old man winter. In fact, there's not going to be any winter. It will not come this year. Harsh winds will not chill the souls of man, nor will harsh winds chill the souls of women. There won't be any harsh winds. There will not be any winter. There will be nothing but love and devotion and just handed a note here. President Dmitry Medvedev orders missiles deployed in Europe as world hails Obama. No big deal. Just been handed another note. Palestinians launch rocket attack into Israel as world hails Obama. That's just no big deal. That's just the world being what it is. No problem. There will be no winter. There will be no wars. There will be no harsh winds. The shackles of the past, which for so long have bound too many of us, have been shaken loose. Yes, thirdly, I'm not ready to take the field for another game. I'm on the field. We have taken the field, and we're getting ready. The game has begun. The process of rebuilding the conservative movement has begun. And the conservative movement, I guess it does need to be rebuilt in a sense, but it should be a lot easier than a lot of people think, because a lot of so-called conservatives abandoned the movement in support of Obama and identity politics of their own and so forth. And the idea, they got what they wanted. They got the candidate they wanted. They got the result that we all knew was going to happen when they got the candidate they wanted. And then when things started going south, a lot of these pseudo-conservatives, you know what, I kind of like Obama. Obama can talk, Obama can speak, so let them stay on that side of the aisle. We've got the plays. We got the playbook. We didn't run the plays. We are going to start running the plays. And we're not going to have sideliners. We're not going to have draft choices on our field. They may be in the bench, but they're going to have to prove themselves in training camp before they get in the game this time. A little football analogy out there for those of you who are not necessarily sports inclined. What we are dealing with today, what we have, the opportunity that we have actually, is the rebirth of principled opposition. An opposition rooted in conviction, not opposition for opposition's sake, not opposition for political expedience. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you heard this on television last night. Do you know that with the defeat of the moderate Chris Shea, or is it Shays, in Connecticut, we don't have a single we don't have a single Republican member of the House of Representatives from the Great Northeast? All of those moderates, all those moderate Republicans, liberal Republicans who thought the only way to get elected and run the affairs of the House was to be moderate, was to be centrist. Guess where they are? Gone. They are gone. An opportunity for cleansing, ladies and gentlemen, like we haven't seen in a long time. This is all positive. Well, for our side, I mean, the opportunity to rebuild. We've got some serious challenges ahead in pushing back what no doubt is going to come. I'm just sitting here. I have to laugh. There is another template that's established, and a lot of sideliners on our side of the aisle have picked it up. Hey, he's going to govern from the center. Hey, he's going to govern from the center, right? Hey, you know, it can't go far left. It can't do all of this. What little we know about this guy is precisely that he is a radical. That speech of his last night, did you see the faces of the people in the audience? It was messianism was on display. They didn't care what they heard. I did. Again, he came out with an acceptance speech and said nothing better than anybody I've ever heard say nothing other than he did say a couple of fundamental things that I'm going to point out to you as the program unfolds before your very eyes and ears today. Now, our road to rebuilding is going to be steep, but I know also that as a people, we will get there. As conservatives, we will get there. Can we oppose the idea that confiscatory taxation produces prosperity when, in fact, it punishes economic growth? Yes, we can. Can we oppose the notion that our national greatness is derived from an ever-growing government instead of the freedom from government our founders envisioned? Yes, we can. I started laughing uncontrollably during the Yes We Can stuff last night. I was having a great time last night. I actually was having a great time just watching all this. And I just flipped around various channels to watch the coverage, and I was just laughing. Can we oppose the belief that one's earnings must be redistributed for the false promise of fairness? Yes, we can. Can we oppose the belief that it is immoral to secure our own borders or defend ourselves from terrorists intent on destroying us? Yes, we can. Can we do all that and more? Yes, we can, because now it is plain for one and all to see. Taking the moderate path of appeasement leads to abysmal defeat. The new tone came home to roost last night.